Hello everyone, this is Rizwana Rathod. I am working as a nursing lecturer in Knowledge Institute of Nursing. I had completed my MSc Nursing in Mental Health Nursing. Today we will see about the management, right? So, Unit 1 Introduction. So, definition of management. What is management? It is a distinct process consisting of planning, organizing, activating, controlling to determine and accomplish the objective by the use of people and resources. So, it is given by G.R. Terry. What is management? It is a distinct process. It consists of four phases. Like before doing any activity, we have to firstly the plan, then organize, then activate, and then control the function. For what? We can before any activity we set the objectives, right? So to accomplish the objective, there are four phases, right? By the use of people and resources. Resources in term of man, money, and material. So, what is management? It is a distinct process consisting of planning, organizing, activating, and controlling to determine and accomplish the objective by the use of people and resources. Then, third definition, management is simply the process of decision making and control over the action of human beings for the express purpose of attaining predetermined goals, right? So, it is a process of decision making and control over the action of human being. Human being means employees who are working, and for the purpose of attaining predetermined goal. It is given by Stanley Vance. Then concept of management. There are three concepts: traditional concept, modern concept. Management is for effective utilization of resources. So first one, there is a traditional concept. Management is the art of getting things done through people, right? What they said in the traditional concept, getting jobs done through people. It is said by the Park Follett, right? And it consists of the getting things done through other. A manager is one who accomplishes organizational objective by directing the efforts of other. Who is manager? He set the goals and he accomplishes the objective by directing the efforts of others. Other means employees and workers. Then modern concept. It is not only limited to directing the efforts of others to accomplish the goal of organization, but also involve creating an environment or climate in the organization whereby individuals are motivated to work efficiently to achieve the specific objective of organization. It is not in traditional concept what they said, management is getting things done through people, but it is not only limited to that, but also we can create environment or climate in which individuals are motivated toward the achievement of the objective. Then management is for effective utilization of resources. Resources in terms of man, money, and material. So we can use all three resources. So there is a management productivity is increase. Then second concept of management. Management as a discipline, management as a process, and management as a group of people. What we said in the management as a discipline, it management makes the rules and regulation, right? In which employees work, so it is adhered to the rules and regulation and cannot break the rules and regulation. Management as a group of people. What they said, management is not only run by one people, it is also run by a group of people. So we can say that management as a group of people. And management as a process. Management process is systematic, scientific, and complex, in which there are identifiable flow of information from lower level to upper level and upper level to lower level. There are three types of management: top level management, middle level management, and lower level management. So there is a flow of information is there. Then management theories, we can see the four theories, that is Frederick Taylor theory of scientific management, Henry Fayol administrative management theory, Max Weber bureaucratic theory of management, Alton Mayo behavioral theory of management, in which we can see the Hawthorne effect, right? So Frederick Taylor theory of scientific management. What the Taylor said, he said we can improve the economic efficiency, especially labor productivity. We can improve, right? So he had a simple view that what motivated people at work, so it is money, right? So he felt that workers should get a fair day's pay for a fair day's work, and that pay should be linked to the amount produced. If the amount is decreased, pay is decreased. If the amount is increased, pay is increased. Then principle of scientific management. Four principles of scientific management are time and motion study, teach, train, and develop the workman, Interests of employer and employees should be fully harmonized, establish fair level of performance. So what they say, study the existing job performance and we can find the new ways to do the job, right? Then teach, train and develop the workmen with improved method of doing work. Employees are already working, but we can teach, train and develop them, right? And codify the new methods into rules. We have already a rules and regulations, so we can code new methods into rules and regulation. Interests of employer and employees to be fully harmonized so as to secure mutually understanding relation between them. So there is a both interests should be considered, right? Interest of employer and interest of employees should be fully balanced, right? Then establish fair level of performance and pay premium for higher performance. Means equally we can distribute the pay level, but we can pay premium for the higher level performance. Then Henry Powell administrative management theory, he gave the 14 principle. It is you learn in detail in next topic, but you can remember the name, that is division of work, discipline, authority and responsibility, subordination of individual interest to general interest, remuneration, centralization, order, equity, initiative, esprit de corps, stability of tenure, then unity of direction, scalar chain and unity of command. Then Max Weber bureaucratic theory of management. Weber made a distinction between authority and power. Weber believed that power adduces obedience through force or threat of force, which induces individual to adhere to rules and regulations. What the Weber said, he made a distinction between authority and power. What do you mean by authority? Authority means right to give orders and power means authority induces the power. So through power we can induces obedience in the people, right? And so what it can called as fear or force, right? So individual is attached to the rules and regulation. According to Max Weber, there are three types of power in an organization, that is traditional power, charismatic power and legal power. Traditional power means what? If the individual is doing mistake, then we can punish them. Charismatic power means in both favor, in employer favor and in employee favor. It can have a positive impact on the employees. And legal power, you know about the legal power. Elton Mayo behavioral theory of management. Elton Mayo experiment showed an increase in worker productivity was produced by psychological stimulus of being signaled out, involved and made to feel important. What Elton Mayo says, we can we can Elton Mayo showed that we can made feel important to the employees so they can working productively, right? Hawthorne effect mean what? If someone is observing you, you can behave like someone is observing me, so I behave well, right? So employees will be respond positively to any novel change in the work environment like better illumination, clean workstation, relocating workstation. Employees are more productive because they know they are being studied, right? Employees are more productive because they know we are observed, right? Better illumination means not a glare light and not a dim light, clean workstation, and relocating the workstation means we can change the working condition of the patient. So I hope so you all are understand. Thank you everyone.